Hey guys, it's James here with the Young Man's Toolkit, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you some of the most important tools you can have in your home. Now before we start, I am nowhere near an expert on tools, nor do I claim to be. But in this video, I'm going to show you the tools that I use most and what I think is most vital to have in your home or apartment. Here is all the tools that I'm going to be showing in this video. First up is the power tools. I grabbed an impact driver and just a standard drill. The reason I grabbed both is because they both have their specific uses. The normal drill is for drilling holes in things with a drill bit or for screwing in smaller screws. This can be dangerous though. If you're screwing in something that's really stuck in there and it catches, it will not stop and it will keep yanking and can yank your wrist or even break it. Now this is the impact driver. This is a necessity if you're working on cars or really just anything. Now this works just like a normal drill, although if it catches on something like a stuck-in screw or a rusty bolt, it has a hammering mechanism that will allow it to keep spinning and hammer that thing loose or in. So this is very important in your tools. The next two things are a Phillips head screwdriver and a flathead screwdriver. These are a necessity in your house. Phillips head is great for removing batteries out of controllers or other small screws like that, and a flathead will do the same, although it is great for prying stuff open too, getting a wedge on it. Next tool is an open-ended wrench set. Obviously I only grabbed two, but having a box set or a set of these is a great thing to have. They are for removing nuts and bolts off of different things. And if you don't know anything about tools, there's metric and standard. And having a set of each is great because some things are metric and some things are standard. Next thing is sockets and ratchets. Now, like the wrenches, I only grabbed two of these, but having a set of these is really nice. And it is the same metric and standard system, and so having a set of both is even better. Next, you have your ratchets. These are what the sockets attach to, and they are sized on the end. So make sure you get the same socket size as ratchet size. And they click on like this, usually with a button on the end to release or to put it on. Next up is the hammer. Hammers are pretty self-explanatory. They nail stuff in or take nails out, and it is very nice to have one of these in your house. Next is the needle nose pliers. These are a great tool to have in your house. They get in small spaces and they have usually a wire cutter down here at the base that will cut wires or other things that you need to cut. Now we've got the Allen wrench or Allen key as some call it. These are great. They usually come in a set like this and they are very useful when you need an Allen key to loosen or tighten something. Next, we've got a box cutter. These are pretty self-explanatory. They're basically just a knife, and if you just have a knife, that's also fine. The nice thing about these is you can change out the razor blade at the end so that it's always sharp and cut cardboard or whatever you need to cut. Zip ties. These might be the most useful thing you can have in your house. You can use them for basically anything, including car stuff, which I do a lot. And they're just super nice to have laying around and very useful. The next tool is safety glasses. These are great if you're cutting wood or grinding on metal or basically just needing to protect your eyes from projectiles. Now we've got earplugs. Earplugs are a super useful safety tool. If you're using a power tool or basically anything super loud, it is super important to protect your ears because no one wants to be deaf by the time they're 30. Finally, we've got a flashlight. Flashlights are super important if you're working on anything in the dark. These are super nice because they have a magnet on the bottom, and so you can prop it up and point it at wherever you're working on so that you can see. Bonus item I forgot to add earlier in the video is a lighter. Lighters are super important and can save your butt in a lot of ways, including survival, just in case. All right, well, that was all the tools that I deemed absolutely necessary to have in your house. I hope this video could help and maybe you learned something. See you guys in the next one.